What's up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? So, y'all, today's podcast and today we're doing something a little more deep. Today we're talking about modern day slavery, and I have 3 topics that I kind of want to branch off of. So, the first topic I want to speak about is prison. Anybody with a brain should know that after slavery happened and they abolished it or whatever the case may be, they was trying to figure out a way, how can we still enslave African American people but make it legal? Put them in prison. How can we just put them in prison for doing things if they don't do anything wrong? Let's bring drugs to them. Make it the only opportunity for them to make a living, and then send them to prison for it. Let's put a liquor store in every urban community, on every corner, and then bring the drugs by the liquor stores. Let's send a cop there too. Yo, that's so funny to me. It's like, we as the people, we could take one step forward, and it's like we're taking 12 steps back. Prison was literally made to physically enslave majority minorities or African Americans, so to speak. People are in jail for doing things. You know how many people are in prison for doing things they didn't even actually do? Or are in prison for doing things that isn't worth what they did? You had drugs on you that's worth your whole life. Let me ask you a question. Drugs is worth your whole life? One time, first offense, drugs is just worth your whole life. Like, that's it. Especially weed. Now that weed is legal, why are people still in prison for weed? I'm just saying. Obviously, it was at a time when it was not legal, but it's legal now. Why are you still in prison for something like that? And then they get sent to prison, and then they have to live this lifestyle. You wake up this time. You need to wake up this time. You're going to eat whatever we give you. You have to follow our rules the way we say so. We're going to give you the opportunity to work a job. This job is going to help out the community. We're going to pay you 20 cents an hour. We're going to dehumanize you. We're going to make you shower with everyone in the same gender as yourself. So you mean to tell me just as slaves were picking cotton for free, now they're building the communities? Because let's be real, America was built on slaves. Now they're building the country within the prison system and getting paid for it. I'm really not sure if y'all ready for that conversation. Y'all is so loaded, it's like I could talk about that all day long. Like, seriously. People literally legit just go to prison to do exactly what they've been doing. And then people consider, when after slavery happened, y'all know the Ku Klux Klan, also known as KKK. It's like, y'all know the clothing they were wearing, the white pointy hats or whatever, the outfits. It changed, as did the natural look of slaves changed. Slaves changed to wearing the prison uniforms. And who imprisons prisoners? Cops. KKK members started dressing up, and not dressing up like a costume, started being cops. That's not to say that every cop is a bad cop, because they're not. That's not to say that every white cop is a bad cop, because they're not. But that is to say that a lot of them had adjusted with the times. For me? In addition to the prison thing is mental slavery. The fastest way to enslave, a group of people is to enslave them mentally. You don't hire anybody that look like me if they don't have a degree. They don't have a degree if they don't have the money to get a degree. They don't have the money to get a degree because they was raised a certain way. You won't hire them. Then now the only option that you lead them is to sell drugs, and then once they sell those drugs, you send them to prison. So not only did you mentally enslave them, but you physically do it. Y'all, you can, if you teach one man, you're teaching a man. Like, the man can teach another man, whatever. But if you teach a woman, you teach, like, a woman teaches a village, a community. A woman teaches the world. A woman is the first nurse, the first nurturer. A woman is the one that teaches everyone these things, like a family, literally. So The fastest way to also enslave a people is to dehumanize and mentally enslave their women. Now, most women, especially in urban communities like myself, where I'm from, are raised in a single family household, meaning raised by a single mother who taught them to be independent, who taught them not to trust a man, not to depend on a man, because they was done wrong by a man, and the cycle because he was on and on and on and on and on. Same little boys that grow up without fathers for whatever reason, they decide to then do the same thing. You want to join the same gang your father joined. You want to do the same thing, live the same lifestyle, have your child grow up without a father, and the cycle just goes on and on and on and on as a generational curse until someone breaks it. Y'all, the mental slavery is real. And that's not just with like environmental like that. It's also with how you were raised and what you were brought up on and what you eat. What you eat affects the way you think and the way you act and the things that you do. You were raised to eat certain things, or even if you weren't and then you start eating other things, you then wonder, you ever been in a feeling of like, why am I sad? I have no reason to be sad. That's that food you're eating. All food is not good food. I don't care how good it tastes. You can make anything taste good. You can make anything taste good. So all food is not good food. It's so easy to mentally enslave someone. You get one person and it spreads like a virus. Because then they start cherry picking and getting to other people with the things they know or how they act. The final thing I want to talk about with modern day slavery is school. Y'all, have you ever noticed how school is set up almost exactly like a prison? It's like all of it's preparing you to live in the world, making minimum wage, living in a small family home, not being able to afford anything, being on welfare, being on food stamps. School, you gotta come here this time, you have to be here, you have to wear uniform, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to eat lunch at this time, you have to do what we say. Notice how in school they only ever teach you about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. So those are only black people in history that did something? Absolutely not. Why teach you about other people like Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Why teach you about those kind of people? Y'all, wake up. Wake up. It's 2024. It's time to wake up now. That mental slump, that mentally dead thing we got going on as a people, it's time to wake up now before it's too late. Bro, in school they teach you what they want you to know. Stuff you don't even need to know, that you'll never need to know again. But why teach you the stuff that you need to know? Because if you teach you the stuff, if they taught you what you needed to know, you wouldn't need them. If they taught you how to be financially stable and, be equipped to live in the real world, you wouldn't pay for their colleges. You wouldn't go to their schools. You wouldn't be stuck paying for their schools for the rest of your life, even after college, just to work a job for them, making money for them to build their society up. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm on the nose. Let me know if I'm just shooting blanks. Like, what's up? I'm not, ain't no cap in my rap, y'all. Like, if you know, then you know. So, these are some topics that I discussed with modern day slavery. Let me know what y'all think about what I said. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, because we are going up. It is 2024 and we are going up. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn that post notification bell on in. Peace.